Here we have a tutorial on how to perform the lateral raise. This is a cable variation. There are a couple of other variations that we can use also. The dumbbell, which is probably the one that's seen performed most commonly. And now there are cuffed variations which are becoming increasingly popular. So this is probably the most butchered exercise that's seen in any gym everywhere. To ensure that we are isolating the target muscle, that side delt, which is the outer point of the shoulder, we want to make sure that we're doing a couple of things. One, we don't want to be creating any momentum, swaying back and forth, jerking the muscle, jerking the cable up, or whatever you're using. If you're using a dumbbell, we don't want to jerk the weight up. We also want to try and make sure that we keep our shoulders depressed. So the best way to imagine that is if you think about shrugging up, getting your shoulders up close to your ears. We want to go completely the other way and keep our shoulders down to ensure that we're getting that isolation. Try and keep that, make that the case throughout the whole movement, and it'll avoid bringing in surrounding muscles like the traps and things. If you're starting to feel it in your traps, maybe you just need to reduce the weight a little bit and think about really isolating again. So first thing to note is that we have the cable down at the bottom of the stack and we've just attached a D handle. Now, as I start to abduct, you'll see that there's a slight bend in my elbow. Your arm doesn't need to be rigidly straight. A nice bend in the elbow is preferred. And then we simply come up to a point where your hand is in line with your shoulder. Very brief pause there. And then we adduct and bring the arm back down. What you'll be able to note is that there is control in my movement at all times. I'm not swaying back and forth. I'm not forcing the weight up. I'm trying to hit that target muscle and not bring in any other muscles. So all I'll say is take your time with these. Don't chuck on too much weight. There's no benefit to doing that. Ensuring that we're getting the form right is what really matters here. And like I said, we don't need a lot of weight for that.